are watching Stripped Down.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Stripped Down, it's the gorgeous men of September Long.
Cross you're on 49th and I'll take you home. So bottom line, where your conscience divide next to mine. Landlord, waiting for a quake to come, shake you love, waiting alone. When she first came, when she first came, when she first came, she came from the west. Does it freak you out how things can change so quick? And everybody else, they just sit and wish it. Words are your whirlwind. And I've been looking out the westward way, while my back is being splashed by sun rays. When she first came, when she first came, when she first came, she came from the west.
Yeah, there it is. The slide signaling the end of the song. You're watching Stripped Down. Here we are, plowing our way through our 7th season. And who stops by? It's the, quote, beautiful men of September Long. I feel like I'm coming out of the gates just punching and kicking this week. I love it. I asked how you wanted to be introduced, and one of you said as beautiful. And so that's exactly what I did. So is that something, during jam, you guys all just look at each other and remind each other how beautiful you are? Because I feel like there's a serious handsome contest going on right now on this stage. Like,
Positive reinforcement.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Speaking of handsome, the man who could beat us all put together, Mr. Alex Stushinoff, our audio engineer tonight, who we're going to meet a little later, told me to open up tonight asking if The Weeknd was named after your band, September Long. Huh?
Pretty natural.
They made it a holiday because of us, yeah.
And it made me sad because that was probably the best question ever on Stripped Down, and it wasn't even mine. 204 episodes. In one fleeting moment, Alex Stushinoff out-interviewed me. All right, but September Long. It's not, they didn't name The Weeknd. Did you name yourselves after The Weeknd then? Did it go the other way?
Kind of a long story.
Well, we got 60 minutes. You can't just dismiss something as a long story on Stripped Down. So you're up, buddy.
Yeah, when we started playing together, it was quite a few years ago, I guess, and we took a trip down to the Gorge to see Dave Matthews Band play, and we kind of started playing music together down there, and then brought it back to Saskatoon. So we named ourselves after The Weeknd that we all started jamming.
Okay, I was glad that came back around. So and that was why September Long.
That's basically
so
why,
if you guys started jamming on like Bastile's Day, you would have went with that, or Flag
Yeah,
Day.
or like Black Friday or something like
Black
that.
Friday.
You know?
A little sad, but
Yeah.
what do people immediately think when you say I'm in band September Long? What's the first thing they ask you?
Kalen always gets a pretty good one from his family and friends.
What's that?
Do they say, "Oh, how can you play this weekend? It's not September Long."
They have, they've got a family reunion every September Long. And so he invites them to events or whatever, and keeps getting comments saying, I can't come. You know we have a family reunion that weekend, and it's not going to work. So,
And your band's called September Long.
and they can't
That's
figure
actually
that out.
brilliant. To get out of family events, I should start a band and name it Christmas Morning, and then I wouldn't have to deal with my family. Just kidding, family, if you're watching, I love you. All right. So what year was that where you guys kind of got together? Was it at the expense of other local bands, or how did it?
08?
Yeah.
2008?
Give me the family tree of September Long. 2008.
Yeah. We started playing probably 2008, and we started as the Second Street Jam Band
Yeah.
out of my basement. My landlord lived in the other half of the duplex, and somehow she let me have my drum kit in there.
Was it on 2nd Street?
It was on
You
Second
guys are
Street.
very visual.
Yes.
You look out, and what you see becomes the name.
Yeah, don't listen too close to the lyrics because you'll also find these trends. But
Okay.
yeah, no, definitely. And then from there, we originally we had a guy named Chris Lupke playing the drums with us, and then Kalen joined about three years ago now.
And I apologize because I feel like we've been trying to line this episode up for about a year and a half, trying to get September Long on Stripped Down, and just the wheels kept coming off. And I like to sit there and say, like, we're just so damn popular that, we're booked a year in advance, and that might be the case. However, we couldn't make it work. So thank you for putting up with our tardiness and being part of our 7th season. What do you know about the show? Like, where did the desire to be on Stripped Down come from? Because we're on our 204th episode, so I'm guessing you probably know some folks that have shared this fine stage with you at some point.
A ton, yeah. Definitely, we've seen most of them. We've seen a lot of the postings. You guys do a great job of the whole production of it. And I mean, in this type of setting, there isn't really anything else going on like this in Saskatoon anyways. So, I mean, it's a really cool, especially all the talent that you guys have showcased. So,
Number
sweet
one,
to be a part of it.
thank you, because I was fishing for compliments. And number two, you're right. I was actually just thinking about that the other day, about how, for up-and-coming bands that aren't quite established yet, this is like the only opportunity for television. Mm-hmm. And
you
I
don't
never
have-
really thought about it from that angle before.
You don't
But-
have to sing at 5 in the morning either, and that always helps because, frankly, this is a much better time of day.
Thank you. And there's pizza after, thanks to one of our sponsors, Mr. Sicily. It's like a rainbow here, right? Like, there's all sorts of colors that all come together and make something beautiful. That first song you guys kicked the night off with, what was it called?
The Dawn.
Is it on this fantastic album?
No,
we're
that
gonna
one's
talk
off
about
our
later?
first
It's on our
album.
first
Put it away.
album, Yeah.
It was called The Dawn?
Yeah.
What's the Dawn about? Is it about the Dawn?
It is.
Looking at it from 2nd Street?
Yeah,
A few things in
on
the way.
September lawn?
well, I'm such a visual person, but this one had a bit of a metaphor to it. The whole idea was being so stubborn and thinking you knew what you were doing, and then finally turning around and seeing the light, so to speak. And we were just talking about that one day, and about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and that's where that one came from.
I'm so pumped to do the show tonight. I've been walking around just like glee all day because, again, in our 7th season, because of conflicting schedules, we haven't been able to hammer out a new episode every week like we have been since 2008. A lot of that has to do with my impending mental breakdown. So I was like, you know what? Now we've hit episode 200. Let's just slow it down a little bit this season. So yeah, I was really happy. It felt good to get back in the studio tonight. And I want to hear more about band dynamics and talk to a couple other members. And I like how you guys are, ripping on the drummer because he looks a little bit like Slim Shady. So
Hardly.
that might come up in conversation. I don't know. I might try to work it in. But let's get to song number 2. Is it an Eminem cover? No.
It's not,
I'll
unfortunately.
quit. I promise. What's up next?
This one's called Brother.
Brother?
Yeah,
off the
and
new album.
this one, that one's on the new album there.
Okay.
We recorded that at El Carjole in Saskatoon here with Randy Woods last Christmas.
January.
Yeah, or last January.
yeah.
Thanks to some funding from Sask Music, which we really appreciated. And this one, Brother, is one that had sort of been kicking around for a little while. Started as a really mellow tune and then just kept building. The theme will become very evident in time.
It's not about your sister, I'm guessing.
Right.
All right. Take it away, September Lawn.
Every morning when you rise, I'll be right by your side. Hoping you might open your eyes. Yes, you did come first. Since then the roles have been reversed, and nothing could be worse than losing you. Oh, brother, I need you now. Well, this love will be enough, and I believe I'll see the sun come up, and I'm gonna stay up all night. This love gonna be alright. Oh, brother, I need you now. We had energy, competitive tendency. Now remember we ran faster than most children can. You almost gave up. If I wasn't there, you would've. We always had our way, motivated. Oh, brother, I need you now. Well, this love will be enough, and I believe I'll see the sun come up, and I'm gonna stay up all night.
We are spending 60 minutes with Saskatoon Zone, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Saskatoon Band, September long. We have to gear up for our first commercial break, but stick around because we have lots more questions about the band that will get answers coming up right after this.
The following sponsors are proud to support community television. The Hairstyle Inn, located in both Lawson Heights and Circle and Center Mall. Long & McQuaid at 721 43rd Street East, and their phone number is 664-1966. Mr. Sicily Pizza in their new location at 833 51st Street. Their phone number is 975-0345. Curtis Anderson's wardrobe is provided by Ultimo Yurimoto, located in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
And we're back. We're spending 60 minutes with Saskatoon Band, September long. Wow, I forgot how short the commercial breaks were in season 7. But we're back. We're talking about the album. I'm going to give it a shot here. Rediviva? Rediviva? Was that close? You told me to roll the R before.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay. Now who's the idiot? It's me! Red, why? Am I saying it right?
Rediviva.
Rediviva.
I think it means revival in Spanish.
Okay.
And we kind of wrote these songs with our new drummer as we kind of built a new sound and a new group. So
Let's talk to the new drummer. I feel like he's had a brief cameo. But like all drummers, he seems to take a little abuse setting up.
Yeah.
What's it like being in September long, buddy? It seems like a
it's-
pretty good vibe between bandmates. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's all fun jabs at each other. We've had a lot of bands where the jabs towards the drummer weren't fun. They were awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, good times in September long.
Yeah, for sure. I hang out with the guys quite frequently, I guess. I work with a couple of them too, so.
Not want to
always,
take away from the other 3 members, but right before we hit our first commercial break, as we were doing the sweet dissolve into commercial break, our own Alex Stushinov, who, once again, I'm teasing this, we'll talk to him a little later in the show, our audio engineer, he gave you quite the compliment. He said, well, that was one of the top 3 drum beats we've had
Yes,
so
I
far.
appreciate
in
it, for
stripped
sure,
down
yeah.
history.
Cool.
So what's your background, sir?
I've been playing the drums for probably 14 years, I guess, and kind of just recently started playing this style of music, I guess. And yeah, that drum groove is kind of one that I've been building around for a couple of years now, and yeah, stuff like that, I guess.
Nice. Once again, the crew is into your music. It's always nice to see. When I go into the Alexa, the girl is actually switching, taking the shots. She's kind of bopping along. Usually, it's a lot more stressed, and people are kind of there's a lot of yelling, gnashing of teeth, sometimes crying in the control room. But everyone's feeling the vibe tonight. So, is that what you're hoping people experience when they listen to September Long?
Oh, definitely.
They're a little mellow. They shouldn't be moshing and flipping furniture in there.
We try not to, and we like. I think basically we've never been doing this to make millions of bucks. You know, if we happen to do it, like most people playing the lotto, then all the better. But I mean, yeah, we play music that we like to hear, and hope, and it's worked out so far that people don't hate it.
That's all you can ask for. Before the commercial break, I kind of stumbled into asking if you're a Saskatoon band because I suddenly blanked and couldn't remember. But you're all born and raised right here in Saskatoon or surrounding area?
We got one K-Rock member.
K-Rock?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the west side of Saskatchewan.
The Deep West.
The
Deep West Central.
And the influences. You know what? Let's get to another song before I jump into the influences because this made me smile. The Sounds Like section of your very small bio on every website I checked out, where I try to stretch this into a 60-minute show. We'll talk about that after this next song. What's song number 3?
The Quilt.
The Quilt?
The Quilt.
Yeah.
This,
Take us through the journey that is the Quilt.
Yeah, this is a bit of a heavier, darker type of tune. This one's basically
This one's written from the drummer from the west side of Saskatchewan. He's seen some stuff, let me tell you.
well, this one, yeah, the whole idea of this, I don't know, it's a bit of a, I guess, a dark passage. Definitely, you could put it something like that. It's sort of the idea of if you're a prairie kid, and at the end of the day, hopefully, all that wheat will keep you warm once you're in the ground. It's not all that happy of a tune, but I mean, it comes off that way too.
All right, Take it away, September Long. I'm gonna go have myself a little cry.
When I sleep, the angels they come to me, and when they speak, it sounds like they're singing. And the Holy Ghost, she won't leave me alone. When I die, when I go, hope the fairy quail will keep me warm. When I sleep, them demons start whispering, and through folk tongues it sounds like they're singing. We've been there before, and we all been low. When I die, so when I go, I hope the prairie quail will keep me warm. So when I die, so when I go, I hope the prairie quail will keep me warm. Sold my shovel to dig the grave. Here comes that sound again. It won't go away. So when I die, so when I go, hope the prairie will keep me warm. So when I die, so when I go, I hope the prairie quill she will keep me warm. When I die, so when I go, hope the prairie quill she will keep me warm. So when I die, so when I go, I hope the prairie quill she will keep me warm.
You're watching Stripped Down. That was September Long with The Quilt. We will talk about this after the next commercial break, so I want to dissect the album a little bit. But Sounds Like. This is the Sounds Like heading on your Facebook page and your Reverb Nation page. Okay, Dave Matthews Band, Matthew Good, which is great because I always get them mixed up. So I had to read that line like 4 times before I was like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
guys.
That makes me a terrible music lover, I realize, but I'm being completely honest. I'm always like, Dave Matthews. Oh, okay. Anyways, Pink Floyd. Okay, and then did I copy and paste this wrong? Led Zeppelin Official. Should it just say Led Zeppelin and the word official got tacked on from something else when I was cutting and pasting?
Facebook will do its thing.
It might have been me, but I was just reading that during the intro and I was like, Led Zeppelin Official? Is that like some sort of inside joke? Like it's a really bad cover band or something, like Rage Against the Machine? But no, it's actually Led Zeppelin. You guys are fans?
Oh yeah,
So this is,
Yeah.
okay.
it's like you
Mostly
made
me,
it
I think.
official though. It's like they accepted our friend request or something.
Yeah.
Official. Nice. That's how I'm going to talk about tonight's episode. They'll be like, how was the band? I was like, man, September Long. Official. But then this really threw me. Goo Goo Dolls. I don't hear, I'm not knocking
who
you or
threw that in
anything.
there.
Not many people speak favorably about the Goo Goo Dolls, I find.
Yeah,
So who here is the lover of the Goo Goo Dolls?
You know what? He's one of those funny. His vocals. You know, when the bass player sings. Sorry, Matt. Not in this band, but I mean, when the bass player sings in that band, not my favorite. But there's some. He writes some hits there too.
No, that's cool. I honestly don't know much about the Goo Goo Dolls. I just remember there was that one video where he's like in a lighthouse with a with a giant telescope, and I'm
Speaking
pretty
of
sure
visuals, I think that one's called Iris.
I'm pretty sure there's a wind machine and an open shirt in there somewhere too. Not that I have it on VHS, but you know. So no, that's honestly in 204 episodes. That's the first time I've ever seen someone mention Goo Goo Dolls at all. Good on you. It's not quite as cool as Led Zeppelin Official, but still. All right, we are going really heavy on time. You guys are having the conversation's too good and the music's too good. So I don't know if we'll get full 90 minutes tonight. We're gonna have to stick to our 60-minute time slot. So let's get to song number 4. What's
Sounds
next?
good. This one's called. Well, on the set list it's called BMT, but that means Be My Time. And this one's one that Ryan did the lick for, and it's a pretty slick one. It's sort of, I guess, Ryan's outlook on what matters to you in life, eh?
Pretty well, yeah.
Speaking of what matters to me in life, after the song, we're going to talk to this week's audio engineer, Mr. Alex Stushinoff. Take it away, September Long.
When the music has no notes, when the sun no longer shines, I know then this might be my time. Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Could this be my time? Alright. Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Could this be my time? Alright. Where the sky and the sea meet, where the waves don't bother me. My hands and feet bleed, but my eyes can finally see. When friends become my foes, when the music has no notes, when the sun no longer shines, I know then this might be my time. So where is a lie? Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Could this be my time? Alright. Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Where is a lie? Could this be my time? Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not just an adorable face. He's not just a scholar. He's not just in the intro because he's not just a musician. He's also Stripped Down's current audio technician. Ladies and gentlemen, the always wonderful Mr. Alex Stushinov. Hey, buddy. You don't have a mic,
Hey,
so you got to
y'all.
talk loudly again
Oh yeah.
into the.
How's it going, Curtis?
It's going fine, Alex. It's so weird not doing this show every week. There's this like weird.
I know.
There's this weird void on Wednesday nights when there's no Stripped Down, right? It's like I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what anyone else does, but I just sit at home and just kind of look at my hands and rock. But
I do that anyways.
yeah, you do that when you're here, but your hands are also busy making the band sounds great. September long, eh? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you're stonewalling me, but it feels
I'm not.
it feels
I'm
good,
sorry.
Alex. Feels
I'm
like
just nervous being back on camera.
I
man.
know,
It's been
right?
a
It's
while.
like a couple of soldiers back in the trenches here of cable television, right?
I mean,
You got my back.
it's just how it's gotta be.
You got my back here behind the audio
No
board.
other way to make it happen. in
Dude,
this-
I'm so happy we're back for a 7th
in this
season.
world. Yeah, man.
I feel like the build up to 200 was just like explosive, and then everybody just kind of needed to relax. Like driving to Regina and doing the show, it was a bigger undertaking than I thought. But we're all recovering, and it feels good to be back. It's like we're back home in the studio. Local Saskatoon band, making it happen. What's new with you, really quickly? Fall of 2013. I said you're a scholar. You're hammering it out at school.
Yeah, then got a job at Museo on Broadway, which is great. Go there, please.
Plugs.
Folks. Yes, and been trying to record the vocals, but it just doesn't happen. There's always this bird chirping outside my window, and I like want to sample the bird and like phase cancel it in the recording, because it's just always chirping. However, progress is being made.
That
And
sounds
a
dark.
recording will be done.
Oh,
How's that dark?
progress about getting the bird
No,
to
no.
stop chirping
No,
and to
no.
sample it. Oh, okay.
The bird's okay.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to throw a commercial break?
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll be
right back.
right- Do the guns. Do the guns. Oh, we missed it. Alexa switched away.
The following sponsors are proud to support community television. The Hairstyle Inn, located in both Lawson Heights and Circle and Center Mall. Long and McQuaid at 721 43rd Street East, and their phone number is 664-1966. Mr. Sicily Pizza and their new location at 833 51st Street. Their phone number is 975-0345. Curtis Anderson's wardrobe is provided by Ultimo Yurimoto, located in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Ladies and gentlemen, September long.
Caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. These siren songs, they keep on calling to me. Caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Gotta get out, we've got to break free, yeah. No matter what season I'm in, there's always something I'm addicted with. And everybody's got these little sins, and I'm still here, innocent. Not perfect people, so why pretend? What's the harm in showing scar and loose ends? Living in this fear, my tires to our sin. You'll dig it deep 6 feet within. So if you're trying to be proud, we've all been to the bottom of the bed now, baby. And you can sing it out loud on the song we ever knew. song is your favorite too, and I'm right there singing with you. Somewhere between the devil and the deep blue sea. No matter what season I'm in, there's always something I'm addicted with. And everybody's got these little sins, and I'm still here, all innocent. No matter what season I'm in, there's always something I'm addicted with. And everybody's got these little sins, and I'm still here in all innocence. Oh, yeah. No matter what season I'm in, there's always something I'm addicted with. And everybody's got these little sins, and I'm still here, innocent.
We are spending 60 minutes with September Long. Man, I was not expecting that. Way to just switch up the sound suddenly. What was the name of that song?
In a sense.
Innocence?
In essence.
In Essence.
It's weird.
Fair enough. What's that about?
You know, I don't really know. I know Graham and I kind of sat down one day and we were messing around with some lyrics, tossing down kind of some ideas, and I wanted to try out something a little funkier.
Shovel the funk.
Shovel the funk, so to speak.
Yeah, that was kind of your showcase song there. That was pretty awesome.
It's the only one.
You're cutting loose. I'm glad you answered that question, because I was a little worried before we started taping. There was kind of people were alluding to the fact that you're the funny guy that might say something inappropriate.
That's not true at all.
That's not true at all.
Well, that's kind of true.
There's nothing funny. No? You bring the funny.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's jump into this really quickly, because again we're running out of time. Brand new, 2013. You got to give some shout outs.
Yeah,
Sask Music made it happen.
absolutely. Yeah, Tim Vaughn produced the album. Another
Tim Vaughn.
deadly Saskatoon musician, and also just overall brought that thing to life. And then Randy Woods at El Carjole, right here in Saskatoon. So Sask Music's thing is it wants to put out high quality products, and we really feel like it is that. And also it was awesome being able to do everything right in Saskatoon, because that's one of the things people just sometimes they say you can't do everything right in Saskatoon anymore. You have to ship out to do it, but
Ship out.
yeah.
I see what you did there.
The Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
That one definitely seemed to all come together right here at home.
So how does Sask Music get to give you money? That was a really bad way to ask that question, but like obviously that helped you out profusely. So how do you line that up? Like I'm guessing they're not just walking down the street like Scrooge on Christmas morning throwing money.
They have a grant program out. They've been running as a sort of a pilot project, I guess, for the last couple of years, and with the hope that it'll become a permanent thing. And so basically you just kind of put together an application, throw in some demo recordings, and they have a sort of a panel of judges that go through it all, and we were lucky enough to get a demo recording out of them. So
what he means to say is we found Brad Wall and shook his pockets.
yeah, exactly.
Upside down. Nice. That's another way of saying that.
Yeah, go to the source.
Happy with it? Was it a fun experience putting it together? Or is it?
It was great.
Yeah.
it was recorded in a garage type studio, which was pretty cool.
And see, actually, I didn't realize that everything seemed to come together
Yeah.
Spanish, but El Carjole, as in hole for the car.
Yeah, it was all done live off the floor too, so it was kind of a more
It's
organic
a-
feel, which was nice.
It's got that jam feel that we like, and
Well, we
whatnot,
know
so-
all about live off the floor and organic here at Strip Down. And look at that. Our clothing sponsor, Barry from Ultimo Yurmoda, lined me up. We didn't plan this, but check it out. It matches my shirt perfectly. Yeah, right? Get a zoom in on that, Amanda. Look at that. Don't judge it by this television monitor that the people at home can't see, but we have this tiny little like black and white monitor in the studio from about 1984. But at home, this looks probably vivid and awesome.
Everything matches in black and white.
It's true. So the cover art, really quickly, what's the brainchild behind that?
That's Ryan again.
oh man,
Right.
that's
You're like the brains behind. You're like the fill out the grants, get the stuff done guy. You're the funny guy. You're the charismatic lead singer, and you're the
art
the
guy.
hardcore drummer that looks like Eminem from the west side of Saskatchewan. I
Deep
got
West
band
Central.
dynamics down pat. I feel like I know everything about September Long. Continue.
I can't take full credit for it. A friend kind of helped me out with that. But it's kind of a deep track going back to where we formed our band at the Gorge
Okay,
in
on
Washington
September Long.
on September Long, and that ship is the first ship to go down the Columbia River, which is what formed the Gorge.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a rare good band origin story on Strip Down. All musicians out there, PBR that last answer. That's what I'm looking for each and every week. But final thoughts. It was a great experience all around. Tim Vaughn's the man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're when we head back into the studio, hopefully come right after Christmas, we'll be taking the same team with us because it was just that much of a blast.
That was actually the question I blanked on. I was going to ask, what's next? Are you going to look to do a full length?
Yeah,
Bring the
I
same
think.
people back?
Yeah, we'd like to do, obviously the number of tracks is always just how much money you got in your pocket at the time, but we always talked about doing one that was sort of two different sides, take the rock songs and take the acoustic, more soft rock stuff and split them apart and get better themes going on a two-sider.
And we, speaking of acoustic, have just switched it up. And I'm so, yeah, right? Maybe when I edit it, I'll make a jump cut so suddenly the guitar just switches. And the people at home will be like, whoa, it's magic in Shaw TV tonight. But I'm really excited because I have no idea where you're going next. I mean, every song's been slowly, drastically different, and that last one just knocked me for a loop. So let's hear some acoustic September Long. Take it away, guys.
She said, boy, you look good today. Wide-eyed, a smile, and little scruffy, yeah. Thank you, girl, that's how I rolled out of bed. Would you like to be there when I do it again? He said, and I bet under your image you're beautiful, with classic curves and a laugh I could live for. Well, she wants so bad to be like Miss Monroe. Well, haven't you heard? She overdosed, he said. And I bet what really matters in our lives, where do we go when we die? Yeah, yeah, what really matters in our lives, I don't know anymore. He go to church, but the priest is a stone. He prefers to sit at home alone, yeah. Says he prays, but he watches TV. It's bigger than Jesus and better for his knees, he said. And I bet. And life's what happens when you make other plans. Our own ambitions are set back, man, yeah. Make your music preach peace and love. Master Landon knows it's not enough, he said. Lying in bed. Imagine no more war. Well then, what is this living for?
The following sponsors are proud to support community television. The Hairstyle Inn, located in both Lawson Heights and Circle and Center Mall. Long & McQuaid at 721 43rd Street East, and their phone number is 664-1966. Mr. Sicily Pizza in their new location at 833 51st Street. Their phone number is 975-0345. Curtis Anderson's wardrobe is provided by Ultimo Yurimoto, located in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
And we're back. We are wrapping things up with September Long. It's all good. We talk amongst ourselves during commercial break. Don't people at home must think we just freeze like robots, but that's not true. We discuss. We what's the word I'm looking for? Verbate, dialogue, converse. There we go. All right, I'm like a thesaurus tonight, and not a good one. September Long, 2013's release of Rediviva. Rediviva. You told me to roll the R, so I'm doing it. Hoping to follow up with a full length next year. And for all information, where do people go about your band?
SeptemberLong.com.
Yeah? Really? That was available.
Yeah.
I guess the weekend probably isn't going to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's just information about the statutory holiday.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the CDs, we normally sell them at our shows. We've been...
It's on iTunes.
Yeah.
You can get it off there. Or send us an email and we'll mail one out.
You'll hand drop one off?
Ryan goes and has tea with anybody who wants to buy one. So
That's awesome.
I ride my BMX across town and deliver them. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a thermos full of tea
yeah, exactly.
around your neck like that Neo Citron dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? No. We should have some tea
It's more like
sometime.
a barrel, like Saint Bernard, you know.
Yeah, that's the same joke I was going
Yeah.
for. I just didn't know what I was talking about. So thanks for pulling me out of that. You describe your sound really quickly as jam rock music. Let's end on that. What exactly is jam rock music? And I love how people can just make up their own genre these days. It's like, I don't know what you guys would be either, right? If someone asked me what genre is September Long, I'd be like, ah, and I'd probably throw my clipboard in the air and run away.
I think
But-
jam rock's one of those things you can kind of take in any direction you want out of the same song, and you know, we each come from a different background of music that we like, and we try and fit it all together into one musical group. So some of our songs end up being 10 or 15 minutes. That's the jam variety of it, and then we transition between different sounds that way.
Yeah, you're definitely getting a very concise version of them here.
Nice.
The next song is probably the most jammy of the varieties.
Our closer? That's
Our
what
closer.
Our last song.
Yeah.
So I had to run and get this because Alexa gets mad when I don't use this. We got to do our wrap. You can like us on Facebook, and of course follow us on Twitter and Instagram at StripDownSK. I feel like I cut you off, but I didn't. Was that
No,
the end
not
of
at
your,
all. No.
That was the end of your
That
thought.
was perfect. Yeah,
Okay. And you guys are on Facebook as well, correct?
we are on Facebook. Yeah.
So we can just all like each other tonight and it'll be perfect. Got to thank our sponsors, Ultimo Yuramoto, who provided the clothes that creepily match the album. Mr. Sicily Pizza, which we are minutes away from eating. The Hairstyle Inn is responsible for that. And I'm missing one. Long and McQuaid for providing us with the sweet instrument stands and the board that Alex Sushinoff uses. Have we talked about Alex enough this episode? I don't know that we have. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time tonight, September Long. Thank you guys so much. It was so much fun
Thanks,
tonight.
man.
Thanks.
And I wanted it bad. Blue skies over the Badlands, and I wanted it bad. Look down at my beating hand. So don't come back without a solution in hand. I smiled and I laughed. I might just have. We drank sangria all night long. We drank sangria in the dark. We drank sangria. And she wanted me back. I hadn't met my demons yet, and she wanted me back. One demon can't change your man, so don't come back without a solution in hand. She smiled and she laughed.